Hello, guys, and welcome to our race event. We're going to be doing plays of Atlanta and North Wilkesboro. I was planning to North Wilkesboro today, but was successful. And doing so just because I got thrown replay. So hopefully we got that straightened out for next week. So doing a little invert, kind of what's going on there. Get going shortly because it is a replay. I'm going to skip through qualifying. We'll go through the lineup, and I have the ability at least to pause it, and we'll make sure that we're not missing any content. Shortly, I am trying to share this so we can see possibly if some people are watching from the league that they'll get. Just gonna share it with them, so maybe they can jump in our team Discord or our league Discord. If you guys are interested in joining the league at all, ask. Definitely get an invite or a league invite. I'm gonna get it set up so we can go through a rundown of everything. And we'll start off from in this. It's Atlanta, so it is very different. Oh, geez. We have Austin Johnson, who's starting for us on pole here. And that 24 F-150. And to his outside, we have the number 11 of Joshua Harless. This is a big crowd here tonight. Yes, yeah, it is a rerun. Just because I missed two races. I missed Atlanta and North Wilkesboro. So this is Atlanta. Yep, yeah, we don't have a race tonight. The season is over, so it is a rerun. But I didn't watch first time, so my reaction is gonna be absolutely authentic. Starting in third place, we have the number 71 of Kevin Rice, and to his outside, I can't quite catch that number. Because the paint schemes are all jostled around, especially being a replay too. So we will go and take a look at that. Oh, it is number 7 to his outside of Edward Gibson. There we go. That's the view I want. Starting in number 5 is number 70 of Rick Evans. You know what? This is fun. It just keeps on switching. I don't know if it's because it's a replay or not. Then we have the 98 of Pfeiffer, 86 of Lance, the 22 of Reno. And then you can see the rest of the field. We have the 10, 4, 88, 77, 05. And we have the 3 actually all the way back there in 74. I don't know if they qualified. Yeah, I wonder who wins. I did see the winner of this one. I didn't see the winner of what's it called? Wilkesboro. Anyways, we'll start at that, and we're gonna get going green with this thing. If there are any issues, like I said, it's a replay, so volumes may be shifted, but green flag is out. I'm not gonna really get the spotters here too much, so it may be interesting when yellows come on. It'll be rough in that regard. The 24 now taking the charge on the inside lane. See them still double wide. A lot of people have gone to the inside. And yep, the 71 is going to be pushing the 24 to the front. Oh, and we're wrecking already on lap number 1. Okay. Okay, that's how this thing's going to go. So we will load it, and I'm going to see what happened. I saw the 7 going into the fence there. But I don't have any spotters talking to me saying yellow is out, but actually the yellow may not be out because these guys are going full speed. I do appreciate you guys for watching, so if you don't give any insight, so I'm not completely cool, I do appreciate it. Yeah, Kyle, so I was planning to do Wilkesboro, but I realized that Gage sent me the Charlotte one instead. So this is the only one I have because I actually was live for Charlotte. So I do apologize. I will get Wilkesboro. I'm hoping to get that next week to get a replay for that. If flipping tables causing drama, that's how it goes here. So the 24 out front with a pack of cars. It's a plate race here being in Atlanta. 71 behind, and we had some people split up from what I believe should have been a yellow. But iRacing didn't call it with Edward Gibson. And also my ticker isn't up to date either. So just bear with me, just because give me the finishing order instead of the in-race order too. Austin Johnson leading the bottom side, but we have the top going there, 33 of Andrew Davis. And the 88 goes wide, pounds the wall, its arena a little bit, and looks like he saves it. Good save there. Definitely gonna use the wall to do that. Gonna split up this field even more. And right now we have Davis, yep, on the top side all by himself. People are going to the bottom, which doesn't shock me at all. And it is giving me information that we had 4 cautions throughout this race. And that's going to be on the top of your screen too, because it's just a finish in order. So, blatantly obvious that this isn't live. See a lot of people bobbing and weaving on that front stretch. I know it not banked on that front stretch, so people do have the tendency to get a little tight, go up a little high. Probably why we've seen some people smacking the wall early on too, the 7, the 88, etc. But Davis is having some help on the top side right now with the 11 of Harless trying to give him a push. See if they can take over the lead. 24 being very disciplined to the inside of it, being pushed by the 71. A lot of different people up front than we've seen throughout the rest of the season. Just because, you know, plate racing, mixture of different things. And the top side gaining one more person as we're speaking. We'll see if that'll give him enough momentum. Right now, Davis side by side with the 24. And Davis to the point. Not completely clear yet though. Can't come down, slide in front of the 24. 11 is bobbing and weaving behind him. And we got that same action on the front stretch. Always a little worried. You see someone getting that high to the wall, getting tied off. You don't want to bounce off the wall, come back down the track right into you. And I do really wish they'd at least tell me what lap we're on at this point, which should be fun. But this entire lap for a race was 92 laps, so we had a green-white checker there at the end. Right now, the 71, I'm seeing he's a little ways off of the 24, giving him an arrow push. But he's a lot more straight on it, and the 11 is kind of bouncing all over the place, trying to give Davis a nice bump. And we can see that, oh, the 11. Actually, as soon as I said that, the 11 got tight. I don't know if he made contact, or I messed it up. The 71 got tight into the 11, sending him up the track. Now Davis does clear the bottom side, chooses not to go down there. I think he'd rather prefer the help being pushed by Harless instead of going down there. These guys have been wide for numerous amount of laps now. And I'm actually surprised that they're being able to hold on to that top side for this long, even though the bottom has everybody else. We do have a couple packs going on here. Sure, I'm gonna try and see if I can move it back. Like, yeah, the 7 is currently running by himself at this point, and I think I'm alone. I'm gonna go back to the 33. Oh, and they're quickly about ready to lap him too. I'll be able to tack onto the end of this pack. What happened to the 88? Oh yeah, 88's by himself as well. I have no idea if that is. I don't know. It should be English. I don't even know English myself, Nick. So, you know, I pretend I fake it until they make it. And sometimes I don't. Sometimes the words come out faster than I can think, and it just sounds like gibberish. There you go. That top side is fading now because Davis out there by himself. The 11 slotted in behind Lance in the 86. And I assume these guys are going to be riding around until the top lane starts to form again. I saw the 11 poke his or go to the top side, but he doesn't really have any way to get to Davis, and he slots back in line. Davis goes back in line too. So I know we are riding around, and it looks like this is really our only pack at the moment. I haven't seen Austin Johnson lead too many laps, but it's fantastic to see him leading instead of, you know, other races where it hasn't been quite too favorable for him. Also with Kevin Rice, he and Austin Johnson towards the end of the season didn't really show up as much, but probably because they were looking for the plate races, my guess. I'm not sure, but it's always nice to have people to increase that car count when you can. Yeah, for those watching, if you want to give any insight, it'll help it, you know, go by quicker. Because when I don't know what lap we're on. I don't know if we're 10 to go. I don't know if we're probably like 50 away or something. But any insight, I would highly appreciate it. I'm seeing these guys start to space out. About everybody is around this distance from each other. Guys are about ready to lap him, but his lap cars are side by side. The 7 and 88. Oh my gosh! I'm sure that must be nervous for people in the field. Having split these guys 3 wide. They kept their lane, but sometimes you have no idea because simply when they're being lapped, I know these guys had some issues, but you never know if they're being lapped because they're not fast or they had problems. Can they keep the car straight, etc. But those guys did do a good job keeping out of the way too. I saw the 88 go to the inside and the 7, I think he went a little higher, but he definitely at least gave one lane for them to get by. And Davis with the momentum. Davis trying to put on a show for us. The top side, and does anyone join him? Yeah, the 7 right now, lap car, but truck doesn't look damaged, so he can definitely help. Blinking a little bit there. And I'm sure that's going to slow up the field. Kevin Bryce getting a little loose, and oh boy. 7 did it again. Pancake the wall. But he did keep it up there, so no one got collected this time. Actually, I don't think people got collected the first time, because there was no yellow. We have Harless back to join the party too on the top side. And towards the end of the season, we didn't see a lot of these guys. Like the 70 also in this fight. Got a little loose, kind of sent the 33 up the track, but didn't make any contact there. Gonna have to regroup and see who else wants to go there. Harless and the 33 are teamed up again on the top side. Camera, we'll see. Look, this is the most action. Good Lance on the inside. The 10 of Limark, not really close to him to give him a push. If the top and side draft, they'd be able to make some moves. 70 did it again. I don't know if that was intentional or if he's just getting tight off of 3, but it was at the same time 1 lap later. But where'd he... Oh, Rick Evans ended up doing well. It looks like he came in 3rd at the end of this. And Nick Gold, like he's trying to get some TV time back there. I saw him going down below the apron. The only guy on his outside is a lap truck. And these people on the top side, we have the 33 and 11 on lead lap, and you already know the 88 and the 7 are a lap down, but they're able to still make a difference of this, giving extra momentum to the top, extra energy by pushing, sending the 33 to the front. He's blinking right now. And wrecking! Oh, yeah, they really did change the outcome of this. First yellow of the night. And I see the 22 involved. The 22 is always involved. He never starts it. Poor Reno. Alright, I'm gonna load it and we're gonna see what happened. And because I'm gonna be pausing it, I might need to fast forward ahead. Kind of get us back up to speed. Because I can make time stop. I am special. And I think Carlos got turned by the 88, so he would need to be using a faster pair off of this. Just as soon as I say lap cars are gonna determine the outcome of this thing, they sure as heck did. Oh, he did get a little loose though, so I don't blame it on the 88. But he spins in front of the field, collects a lot of people. I see a 3, 22, 10 guys involved. These people probably will have to take faster pairs, especially Harless, fitting like a top in front of the field. But because I can make time stop, I can look at pit stops live. Well, live-ish. Oh, that's cool because Nick gave me the replay. I can see his crew out there. Oh my god. Usually I can't see it. They go up and down like the 5. But yeah, Nick, I think your crew people need a. Yeah, gosh. Definitely trying to get some TV time with that outfit. I don't know what else to say. But it looks like he is repairing some damage. So go take a look at uh staying. Oh. And because this is so entertaining, yeah, for sure, definitely catches everybody off guard. If you could see their people's crew, I'm sure it would distract them and give them a slower pit stop. I'm gonna speed it ahead a little bit just to cut away from this yellow. We are double wide right now. Pace truck would be going to Sapia Pit Road. And alright, pace truck gonna go away. We're gonna rack and stack them again. That was our first out of 4 yellows. One of them definitely at the end of this thing. And the top 2 get a good jump. I don't think... What was it that was caught sleeping? I think the 70 and 4 were sleeping. Oh. Even though it is a replay, it tells me that Gardner is not on track anymore. Which means he... left? It's gonna go away. Yep, yeah, he's gone. Cool. So at least tells me when people exit the race, but it tells me when they were racing to begin with. Alright, Austin Johnson still leading this thing. Davis managed to get to the bottom. So Davis now can get something going there. And on the top side, Harlow's still there with Rick Evans. Guys are pretty spaced out. We now do officially have 2 different packs. And that second pack being led by our champion Kyle Carpenter and follow up Nick Gold. I wonder where Nick is gonna finish this race. Just saying. I mean, I can't even be suspicious because it on the top of the screen it says the top three of the race, anyways. So I can't even pretend at this point. 71 getting a little loose there on the apron. And helps the top side a little bit. Carlos trying to squeeze people below Henry Davis, continuing to blink. Yeah, that 70 out of shape once again. I think I'm not sure why he always gets tight, because it is a full throttle track, but it's not like Daytona Talladega. So when the tires do wear, that is something you have to consider too. Might have to let off. I mean, he's not letting off as soon as the other people are. And he's going to slot back down to the bottom, leaving the 71 and 11 on the top side. And as entertaining as these guys are, I'm also seeing some action going on middle of the pack. Well, sort of action. Jordan Lane was putting up a fight, but now he's on the top side, falling backwards. Maybe it might be intentional, or he lost some momentum somehow. He's going towards the back, and pretty high up the track too. Nick Gold about ready to get by him. He's blinking on me. But our top lane is starting to get some more momentum. We have Carlos and Rice up there before. Reno came to join the party up top. And Lane as well. Carlos is out front. We'll see if he can get enough momentum off of turn 2 to clear the lead. No, he's not. He is pulling away a little bit, but that 24 keeping right on that box side of the 11 allows him that he has to stay up there and not give him that preferred lane, because out of this turn they're going to be side by side. And you can see the top lane getting a little tight. That's going to give the advantage back to the bottom, so the 24 is going to clear the 11. And the 33 right on his bumper, giving him a nice little love tap down the backstretch. Giving him that little extra push to stay out front, and allows himself as well. Give that push. If you give it too much, it'll help the guy in front if it's square. But as a result, you may go back as well. Oh, jeez. Race got into the wall a little bit. Not too bad, just enough to really mess with his momentum. And Harless is going to fall back a little bit even more. Right now, Harless is going to be battling... Still battling the 33, but not door-to-door with the 33. And we'll see if these guys regroup, get some more momentum. We're down to 3 on the top side. This lane is kind of falling off. Nick, you're making me wonder how in the world you ever got up front, because you're constantly on the bottom, kind of trailing behind these guys. And not a whole lot is really happening. You're in the car, you're anxious, you're ready to go, and then you look at the replay, all's calm, cool, collected. Well, these guys haven't moved. They're all being pretty stationary at this point. The top side is being able to side draft the people on the bottom. I don't know how much side draft works in iRacing, but they're able to pinch them down, and it looks like they're side drafting. Stay up there, even though they don't have the numbers. 70. Oh, tight comes up, almost gets into Reno. Reno goes wide. It really doesn't make contact, but sees people up top are bobbling, and Reno into the wall. Definitely looking a little loose. I'm seeing Lindmark as well getting loose too. And with all that going on, the people behind have really starting to, well, they were starting to fall off, and then there's something called a draft, which brought them right back up. You can see as soon as I was talking, the 70 was getting closer, closer, closer to the bumper of the 33. And there he goes! As soon as I saw the 71 go to the inside, I had a feeling that would happen. And yellow is out. Carlos damaged once again, but looking at his finish, I don't think he took his fast repair. And this would be caution number 2. Oh, lap 49 out of, what was it, 92? So, just over halfway, actually. You guys are making progress. And I think it's nothing intentional, but something to bobbing, weaving. Got a little out of shape into the guy in front of you by accident. And we're going to take a look and see what happened with the chopper perspective. So yeah, oh, yeah, he gave him a bump there on the left corner, upset the car a bit, got into the 70, and I think everybody pretty much stayed out of it except Reno. Alright, we'll get back up to speed. I'm sure Reno and the 11 are going down pit road. Oh, actually, everybody is. Actually, 33 beat the 24 out of pit road. Fantastic stop. Okay, gotcha. I'll have to keep an eye out for that. Looks like there's 2 more cautions to go. But we are just over the halfway point at this point in time. Last I saw before the caution was lap number 59. And I am going to skip ahead. Oh, Simon Limmark in the chat said, thanks, Alex. I don't know what happened there between those two. But Finish truck down pit road, and we're going to get going green once again. This time, new leader, the 33, going to take us to green. We'll get a little closer camera shot there, and could see Harless in the back. He repaired his damage. And this is probably the point of time where the 24 might not be able to get back up front once again. He's going to be a bit in dirty air just because he lost it. Track position on pit road, got stuck on the top side, not able to get a restart. And there's the 3. There he is, make his move to the front. Like he was on the bottom, probably had a good pit stop. put him in that position. And also the 77, 74 are up in the picture as well. Some solid pit stops from those guys. And it looks like this definitely jostled the field around to the finishing positions that made a lot more sense that we're able to see heading into this thing. 24 right now trying to push the 70. Oh, a little loose by the 24, but he is able to gather it up. Definitely trying to fight, see if he can get back up front. And a lot of this group under a blanket right now. We have the 70 and 33 bound for the top position, and then Gold giving the 33 a push. See a little bob and weave in there. Usually when that happens, behind it, someone trying to make sure they give a square bump. You're lined up on the guys so you don't give him the corner. Or he got a little loose there. I'm not sure what it was, but and the 24, oh, okay, from that camera angle, looked like he was trying to split the middle 3 wide, but wasn't quite there yet. It's just on the corner of the 70, and gives 71 Rice back up in the picture. I'm seeing Lance, and I just saw the 10. Okay, 10 was just a little lower. I didn't know if the 10 was going to make it 3 wide. But probably decided against it. And it looks like a snake down the back straightaway. People bobbing, weaving, trying to stay square to the guy in front of them. Sometimes you see drivers just not give him a bump with the guy in front of them squirrely, so they're straight. And kind of ends that sneakiness. But it looks like it is pretty hard to pass. Because there's not a lot of movement, and the top 4 have been top 4 for a while. I just had a yawn, but the 71 digging into the wall hurt his momentum a ton. And he's going to slot down in line to catch the draft so he doesn't fall off of it. Back there with Jordan Lane. And you know what? It'll be a good change of pace. We'll take a look at perspective. We're gonna Reno's camera so you can see everybody in front of him. Right now he is following Lance. And when you're in the car, you can't tell how much banking there is, but this gyro cam, see how steep the turns really are. But when you're actually in the car, it does feel pretty level. This would throw me off if I was driving like this. And everybody is staying content for now. I'm sure there's going to be a lot more action going on race starts to wind down. We'll go through the field. Looking at Stenhoff right now. And he's in on the top side, following 24. And when you're in the car and you're all these people around you, you're pretty nervous. You're hyper aware. Versus, when we're just watching it now, we're all chill, relaxed. We're kind of just watching it as it folds, and everybody knows the finishing order of it as well. And little contact, and we're wrecking. Okay, I gotta see what's going on there. Oh. Alright, we'll look at that again. Oh, Lance was involved. Oh, there was checkup. And it all started up front. We'll probably take a look at it from the perspective of 24 of Austin Johnson, and I'll see what. Oh shit. And then I'll see. It looks like they kind of stacked up behind too. We'll use the far chase. Go from there. Oh, it came down a little bit. Oh, actually, it was right in front of him with a 70. Came down on a 33, and you can see in response to it, Lance sent down to the inside. I want to use gyro perspective from Lance. You can see the contact with a 70, collects people on the top side. Oh, and checking up, he got tagged from behind. And he takes a trip through the grass to save it. Caution is out of this point, so we'll skip ahead. We can look at our pit stops. There's somebody out there repairing some damage. And the 33, fantastic stop. No one else really goes. So it's going to be him, the 24, 71. So cover a full bunch. Oh, but we had a lot of people staying out as well. Yeah, I know. His in-car was pretty spot on. I loved it. Pace truck gonna go down pit road this time. And this was our third yellow. So it looks like we're gonna have one more later on that will send us to overtime. Wait, I just want to see what lap we're on. 66. But we're going green, so I will make the screen live. Which means we're gonna have some solid laps heading here until we get to the end of this thing. Okay, Nick Gold, first time of the night, taking over the lead. With Carpenter in second and Stenhoff. These are the top three. Been on top three all season long. It just took them until his caution really to get up in a position. We did see them creeping up there earlier. Oh boy. Something's gonna happen. See you guys in the comments there. I know Nick, you told me there was a little drama, and I have a feeling it's going to be in this last bit of laps. We'll see what exactly caused that, because right now the guys are setting sail. No one really challenging you. There is people in the mid pack, which I'm going to take a look at right now, because as much as I do like you guys, these guys are more a little entertaining at the moment. 24 slots to the inside. Limmark probably going to slot down as well soon. Nope, psych. Going to continue to ride the top side, and these guys are going to be gaining momentum on our front runners there, led by Nick Gold at the moment, being pushed by Carpenter. A lot of talent up here, so I'm sure you can trust the people that you're used to being racing around, especially if they're constantly being up front in short tracks, other intermediates. Even though you're still flat out, you can still trust them. You know their racing ability. Okay. I'm sure that's an inside joke right there. These guys are challenging for the lead right now. Nick will be dedicated to the inside lane. We have the 24 on the top side being pushed by Lindmark. Jason Lance up there as well. And then Clayton Sire has been quiet all night, but he's just been consistent. Right where he's been. Not kind of stealing the show or anything, but very consistent. I don't usually put the camera on Clayton, but in case he watches this, it's your TV time, Clayton. You're doing good. Right now, up front, they're still side by side. The 24 taking the lead right now with a push from Lindmark. And Jason Lance with a huge run. Not really anywhere to go. Kind of stalls right behind the 10. And I can see Nick Gold kind of sliding up a little bit. So I'm wondering how those tires are at this point in time. Okay. Kyle, you're all about the table flips tonight. But for people watching this replay later on, if I make a crazy comment or something, it's probably because I'm looking at the chat, because it's more fun reading the chat than people being side by side, just to be blunt. Right, the 24 looks like he was trying to pinch Nick, but he got a little loose there. Kyle wasn't gonna push the issue with a 3. And I'm just waiting. They're telling me that a caution's gonna happen, but don't know at what point, and it probably has 92, so probably send it into a green-white checkered. Unless it's counting laps after the facts, like for next victory lap. I mean, if you had your paint on your truck, you'd eat your Smokey and the Bandit. Just saying. Just saying. We have a new leader at this point, though. It is the 24. Being pushed by Lindmark. Not able to clear the 3 though. Still fighting on the top side. Okay, I can tell you guys are amped up. You have a lot of energy at the moment, so it doesn't shock me with a yellow coming out. All of the yellows tonight have been from the front row, which is really interesting. And I'm just seeing the 24s kind of pinching lap after lap. And, oh, maybe a little contact right there. I couldn't quite tell. But, yeah, just with that pinching. Oh, and the 3 gets a little loose. Saves it. That was incredible. And, wait, they're wrecking behind with a 7. I think he saved it as well. And because the 3 got loose, allows the 24 to jump to the inside. Yeah, I don't really think that hurt the top side too much because Stenhoff took that top lane instead. So still same picture, but a little shuffling around going on here. Yeah, I was gonna try and stream Wilkes-Barre, but you can blame Gage because he sent me Richmond. I didn't realize that until I tried loading the session. Oh, so did that door slam, was that what got you loose? The top side is doing a good job staying with it. I'm seeing Nick have center off. It looks like those tires are pretty worn. So it's sliding off ever so slightly, but thankfully no one pinching. And the 10 gonna clear 24 and he's gonna take the lead. That definitely had to hurt the top side because now they're down to 2 people, followed by Lance. And I can see the 74 poke his nose up high. He's definitely running that 3rd lane, but doesn't have the momentum to get there. Oh, gotcha. So that's what happened to cause you to get loose. Right now, the energy is definitely there, being amped up. I'm seeing the 24, 10 sliding. 24 on the corner of the 10. And the top side is trying to regroup, it looks like. I saw Clayton and company going up top and then going back down low. Riddle, Jason, Lance, side by side. Was side by side with the 3 of gold, now side by side with the 24. Trying to see how far I can carry that momentum. Get another challenger for the lead. But it looks like momentum's gonna. Oh, battle for the lead right now. Jason, Lance, side by side with Lindmark for that top spot. And the 24, who's had a strong truck all night long. See what he can do with it. Once he took the lead, it was set, but once he lost it to Davis on a pit cycle after a caution, lost 1 spot and then lost a couple more in the start. He hasn't been quite able to get back to that top spot, but he's still in the picture of things. And contact right there. That gonna bring out a yellow. I saw the I think the 24 slid up. I would need a little more time to analyze that, but we're still green. And that's probably why he didn't get a fantastic finish. It's because we're still green at this point, and he ended up finishing, yeah, pretty far. Oh, shoot. Now we're wrecking for real. All right. Time to see what happened. At this point in time, lap number 87. I think it's supposed to be a 90 lap race, so that's why it's sent in a green red checkered. And I'm going to go back a little more because that top side got really organized, passing by Lindmark. We're gonna be playing it now. We're gonna go back a little bit. So the top side, 74, 77, and 3. I don't know if Stenhoff was in the same chat as these guys, but they definitely work together to all get around the 10. And then, oh, that spun him. Was that Kyle that tapped him? Oh, Kyle. Oh, Kyle. Okay, we'll take a look at what happened with Reno. It somehow sent me really far back, so I'm trying to play it, get back to the caution. Right now on my screen, I'm only at 79. I was up more. It was at least 86 or something. I don't know why it went backwards. Oh, how the... Okay. I don't know what you're doing, Reno, but you get involved in every accident, just saying. But we'll look at Gyro. Alright, from Reno's perspective, cautions happen in front. Oh, it goes down to avoid, pounds the inside wall. Yeah, that black screen, that was just because it took me so long to actually find the replay, because it sent me all the way back to lap number 7. What the heck? But yeah, that's a black screen just because it took too long, so the loading glorious content wasn't so glorious after a period of time. Oh, gotcha, that's what happened to him. And then right after the fact, 7 spun. How the heck does that happen? Well, I'm gonna catch it up to... Okay. No, I'm gonna make you guys watch a Reno pit stop. But I think he's repairing damage, so it's not quite entertaining. Poor Reno. Everyone's making fun of him. But he's repairing damage, so I'm going to skip ahead more. And we're on lap 90, so this will be green, white, checkered. So we already had our fourth caution. But Kyle, somehow he finished towards the end of the pack, so something went on here. Oh gosh, it was funny seeing the 7. You just like randomly spun and got you in the quarter panel. We are going green here. Nick Gold on the top side with a good start from him. Kyle with a decent start. He didn't at least fall or lose many spots there. And Jason Lance, the first guy on the top side. But we'll see. It's going to be a green-white checkered, and somehow Kyle didn't do so well. So something's about to happen. Unless my ticker is all sorts of whacked out. So this will be white flag here. It's not giving any of the iRacing signals, so it should be white flag. 1 lap to go here. I'll give my speech. And then we're coming 3 and 4. Nick Gold still leading. I believe this is checkered. No, it can't be checkered. Oh, it was. Okay. So Kyle did do well. That was so anticlimactic there. Just because, yeah, I thought it was white flag, but I wasn't sure. But something's going to go on with Nick, so we got to take a look. And, oh, temper's flaring. That's the tempers. And Nick Gold going to burn it down here with a great performance from him. 24 has led a lot of laps. But Nick Gold was there when it counted. Slowly climbs his way up to the front and able to control that final restart. You know, it is rigged because I knew who was going to win the race ahead of time. Just like football. He's going to burn it down here at this point in time, he would catch up dangerously close to Kyle Carpenter in the standings. And there goes Kyle's love tap. I don't know, sending you for a spin. I will pause it. And do you guys want to do any interviews? Oh, I was technically needing to interview. My ticker's messed up. So who was it? It was Nick Gold. Yeah, the ticker's all messed up. I think Kyle Carpenter and whoever the third guy is. Yeah, you almost sent it for a donut. It was a perfect congratulatory spin, I guess you'd call it. Okay. Yeah, I apologize. It's hard with the spotter not telling me going green, yellow, two to go, one to go. So it's pretty anticlimactic. Sorry, Nick. You had your actual race live, and that was a good finish there at the end. But I will next week try to work on doing Wilkesboro. If I can get a proper replay for that. And yeah, Wilkesboro will also be a redo. So we'll see how that one goes because I was able to catch all the yellows as they're happening because it started from the front two guys every single time, causing the yellow. But North Wilkesboro, there's going to be some yellows, and if something happens back, I'll know it when the people are slowing down, and I'm going to try to make sure catch the white flag, but it will be difficult. Just saying, I'll probably know after the fact when everybody slows down, like, oh, so that was the race. Cool. Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. You made it not boring at all by reading your comments, talking to you guys through it. I'm sure it would be a little confusing to follow after the fact just because, I'm reading comments. So something will be happening and then I'll just be laughing at a joke that Kyle made or Nick or something. Like Nick's pit crew, absolutely on fire. Got a hot pit crew there, able to distract the competition. That's probably why he got those good pit stops. Yeah, I did figure that it would be, fun, chill, watch couple races. Yeah, thank you for not criticizing me because I didn't realize that the how tough it would be. I thought it would be pretty straightforward being a replay form. But yeah, thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for watching it too. Nick Gold, right now he's powered by Oreos tonight. I think in the race you actually had your Wrangler scheme. But next week will be North Wilkes-Barre. Same time, same group of people, a different place. If I can replay,